Hello, David. I just want to, sorry, let me hide y'all overlay. What up, my peoples? Hello, David.
What's
Let me make this
up?
bigger so everybody can see.
Why are we all up in the screen? I don't need people to be looking all at
Why,
my
why, why, why not? Why not? Why not?
looking at me.
Guess
Like,
what,
what's up
David?
with this dude face? Huh?
We are on episode 20. 20,
That's a lot of
20.
episodes. Jeez.
We're closing out uh 2023.
Yes, we
Yes.
are.
How you feeling? I know you're getting ready, so I know you're getting ready.
Uh,
Hold up.
I'm
Let
just
me
checking.
let me
You
go
know
ahead
how I
and
do. Checking to see what's going on. See what's going on with the good peoples.
I pledge allegiance to the
Hey, good
football
peoples.
of the Las Vegas American Raiders and to the republic for Vegas we stand. Only one nation under the Raiders,
Oh yeah, yeah.
indivisibly and touchdowns for all.
You really
What up, David?
figure out some
What
things with
up,
your life.
Dan? Dan? I don't know what's going on in my
Obviously,
section. I did. I did. You better be lucky I didn't go grab that Raiders cup Mike got upstairs. I decided to stick with the pink, with the tig, and do my
I'm
thing. But I couldn't
I'm just
resist.
picking
I'm
a tick.
sorry. Because y'all talk so big. Like I was getting tagged and stuff. People that went silent though after a minute.
I
You
mean,
included.
what are you talking about? I wasn't even
Hmm.
saying nothing at all. I was too busy spending time with my family.
Wait, look at this. See, this is why I need to do my
Yeah,
I know, but you normally be talking. Everybody
I
normally
can't.
be talking. Let me make sure we good. Everything's good? You good? We Gucci?
Yeah, I'm good. You good?
David's gotta check on his stuff. I realized watching these videos back, I'm always like, I do this at the grocery store. I do a karaoke. Like I'm like a walking jukebox.
For the most part,
Anything
yes,
that
you are.
I say, turn it into some kind of weird song.
Yeah,
But it's funny
I'm
because I'm upstairs. Mike's been gaming. You saw his new gaming chair and his headphones he got for Christmas. And I heard my nephew up there. I had to text E like, "Yo, what radio station do you listen to?" Because like earlier, maybe about an hour ago, Lil D's on there talking about "Take me home, country road, to a place I belong, West Virginia, country mama." I was like, "What?" Then, excuse me, right before I came downstairs, that's what distracted me because he was in there talking about Mr. Boombastic. He didn't know the words. All he knew was Boombastic and Fantastic. I texted. I said,
mm-hmm.
"What radio station do you be listening to?" Because this boy is singing everything. But that's okay. I love music, so apparently so does he. What's up, David? We're on episode 20. David is getting his life together over there because he be always on this restream thing where he has some of our other broadcasts, but now we can broadcast on so many different platforms. So while David is getting ready, we're going to tap into y'all know we're from Kansas
What?
City. So I mean, I don't care what people say. It's a
Oh,
big deal. Big
that's what
things.
we about to do. That's what we
Patrick
about to
Mahomes look
do. We
really
about to
mad. And I
get up.
like Patrick Mahomes. I'm just saying. I couldn't find
Mm,
now. I got I forgot I even had a Khalil Mack jersey upstairs. I got a Khalil Mack jersey. I got a who else I got? I got a couple of people. I think I got about 4 or 5 of them and then just t-shirts. But I was looking for my Marshawn Lynch. I love my Marshawn Lynch jersey. But I couldn't find it, so that's okay. It's probably down here somewhere because I put all my other clothes in the closet down here. But anyway, so David, episode 20. While you're getting your life together, I'll just tap into everybody else. What we're going to talk about is closing out 2023. We're on the 20th episode, so we've been doing this for at least 20 weeks. We skipped a couple, so a little bit longer than that because we be on CP time sometimes.
true
So we're
that.
going to talk about closing out and kind of just flushing everything while David is doing that. It's so for those of you that may be linked to me and follow me, I got into a little. I got T-boned today. I was gonna say a fender bender, but it definitely ain't no fender bender. And
Uh-uh.
I was going to back road to work this morning,
Back
and
roads.
this big ass deer. Oop!
Starting the year off
It came out of
wrong.
nowhere. By the time the deer was even with me no, listen. So I have a point to this.
Okay.
So I was like, my anxiety was high as hell because of the accident. The deer basically like I have a small car, or I was driving my small car, and it handled it actually pretty well. I might have to say, to be perfectly honest, that was a big deer. And the way that I seen it, like I think what made my anxiety increase is because I know what I saw when it
Right.
right before impact. And if I would have tapped on my brakes, that big thing would have went straight through that passenger window and probably right into me. This would have been a whole
Mm,
different conversation.
right.
But it hit, like, the way that it hit, part of its body hit the front windshield, part of it hit the side of my car, the passenger door, and then it just kinda rolled down. So the whole passenger side of my car is just completely smashed in. David seen it when he
Mm,
brought me his turkey leg. Finally getting a turkey leg. Thank you, David. So,
jeez.
I did some reflection because my anxiety was really high. I've never hit a deer before. It scared me. And, I'm a thug, so I'm be getting scared and stuff. So I was like, let me just lay down and take a nap, a chill pill. Took me a little nappy nap, and I got up right before the podcast, and I started trying to get things squared away as far as the car situated and all that. Adjust, talk to adjuster, things like that. But I went and read articles about just new beginnings, and a lot of people associate that with just kind of flushing out, which is interesting because all the articles I was like, "What is it? Is there like a spiritual connection?" I know it sounds weird, but is there like some type of message that comes with
Hitting
hitting
the deer?
animals? So I looked it up. And it ironic, I know it sounds crazy, don't it? But if you go Google it, a bunch of articles will come up, and most of them said
Mm.
the same thing. They both said basically just like because deers symbolize peace and tranquility and beauty, it
So
symbolizes
you
like
busting up peace?
uh focusing in on your intuition and huh?
I said busting up
What'd
peace.
you say?
Is that busting up peace? You hit peace or
No,
peace hit
oh
you.
my god. It symbolizes flushing out old stuff. And they was like, even though it's like a horrible thing, it's like symbolizing flushing out old stuff and basically cleansing your palate and preparing yourself um for transitioning, new beginnings, things like that. You know, abundance and things. I was like, that's an interesting way to go into trying to have good luck. But it was like another article was saying that, it's one of those things that you focus in on your intuition. It's basically like a sign for you to be more intuitive,
Mhm.
and pay more attention to your intuition and just cleansing yourself. So I thought that was really interesting that that's what we were already prepared to talk about today. And then that's what the articles all said. So I was like, okay, well,
Hmm.
I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Deer was gonna tear me up. Oh, sorry. We just talked about me jumping in the song. My bad.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
David,
yeah,
you
that's
ready? Everything
exactly what you
good?
did.
You checked out?
For the most part, we seem to be buzzing
What's up
on
with you? How was
all.
your Christmas? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It was pretty cool,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
I liked your you had some really interesting gifts. I really liked them.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
I really thought
she got stuff,
your gifts, you're not even paying. Yeah,
I am paying attention. I'm trying to make sure that all the people are getting touched and not in the R. Kelly way. So, yeah,
I was just about
it
to say,
was
you knew it was about to come out. I was about to
mhm,
not R. Kelly. I wasn't about to say R. Kelly, but
yeah, yeah, yeah. But, and not a
go
Diddy way
ahead.
either,
Sorry.
but, allegedly. So, it was cool. It was a definitely a different
He
experience,
said that, not me, for the record.
allegedly. Um, so it
Yes,
was just it
because
okay. So, doing the whole Christmas thing, and I haven't been in a relationship in a long time. I've talked to people for a while, but haven't actually did the whole Christmas thing in a minute. So it was nice. It was definitely different. We went to see mom, and I went to see her mom with her, and we had a pretty good time. We did Christmas on Christmas Eve. That way, I could make that drive to see mom because she's like hour and a half away. So road trip. I was always told if you can't travel with her, you don't need to be with her. So check
Well,
that one off the box. Yeah, check that one out. So that was a pretty good
hey,
road trip.
listen, traveling with somebody and living with somebody are the 2 things that will oh, sorry, we're on that delay again. I hate when that delay happens.
Yeah, it happens.
But
But I
traveling
mean
with
that.
somebody and being with somebody and, like, living with them show you different sides.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because it's one thing to be
Go
talking to
ahead.
somebody and they kind of disappear. They go to their respective place of residency versus sharing the same residence and seeing that person all the time. And then I got to get stuck in the car with you for a while. I get to hear what kind of music you like to listen to and all this stuff. And oh, we hit a dead spot, so we can't listen to the streaming radio. So now we got to talk. It's those type of things that you run into, and you kind of like really figure out if you do have a
So
connection.
so how'd you just talk?
Yeah,
How
we
far did
talk.
you said it was only an hour and a half, though.
Yeah, but there's a big dead spot over there in the
Oh.
country, man. Shoot, big old dead spot, and I hate being down there. Shoot, down there, man. Where the city my mama stays in, there's a
Well,
population 3 black
I
folk.
spent my
Only 3
oh,
black people
Lord.
live in that town. So, yeah, it's
Well, while
definitely
you were
different.
there was 4, 5.
No, it was 6. 6 black people
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed and you guys got to
in the
see
whole town.
everybody. Okay, 6, my bad. At that time. Now they back down to
Yeah.
3. They, like,
They
we done
bit the
maxed out.
population went down by 3, so now
I,
population 3 black people. Yeah.
Lord Jesus, here you go with this again. I wasn't feeling well, so I got up at, like, 5 o'clock. First of all, I didn't go to sleep till 2 because I already told you this off camera. Me and my stupid self, I forgot to fill my meds, and the
You slacking in your
one
Macca.
that
Your Mac.
I forgot to fill so, yeah, I was wrong. So I didn't get to go to sleep till 2 o'clock on Christmas Eve, 2 in the morning, so it was actually Christmas Day,
Mm.
and then, I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning to make cinnamon rolls, which I rushed through them because I was, like, hurting. Then we went to my mother-in-law's, and by the time we got done with breakfast, because we eat breakfast with them every year, by the time we got done with breakfast, I was like, "I got to go." So I went to bed. I actually saw the Raiders touchdowns because my husband screams in the TV, and then I went back to sleep, and we didn't wake up until the afternoon, and then we went to his uncle's house. We were supposed to go have dinner with his mom then at his parents' house, and I was just like, "I'm not gonna make it." We came back home, and I got back in the bed and was sleep, like, knocked out because I just haven't been feeling good, but I did go get my meds filled today after I had to go get the rental car for, uh, my little accident I got in today. So,
Yeah.
we have quite a bit of people watching today. So, we if you guys are just now tuning in and tapping in with us, we are, talking about closing out 2023 next week, or by the time we see you guys again, it'll be 2024. Um, it'll be the 2nd day into 2024. David, what are some of
Mm.
the things that you feel like let's start with just things that you feel like went really well, or top 5 things that happened for you 2023? Or should we start with the top 5 things that you would change or that you didn't really, you learned a lesson from?
You know what? I got a story to tell. How about that? You like stories? It's story time, kids. So,
Sounds good to me. I do.
so we talked to Andre Harris. That was one of our guests a couple weeks ago, and we started talking about the therapy and stuff like that, which we actually had a, a life coach and a certified therapist online with us too. And it's crazy that it seems like we
Mhm.
just kind of went down a rabbit hole as it's trying to get this mental thing kind of tackled. And
Mhm.
I kind of opened up the last episode about, how things was going with, the divorce and stuff like that. And I haven't seen my ex-wife
Yep.
since 2016. And it was like a really hard, rough spot in my life. And it was kind of like out of sight, out of mind type of situation. And out of all things that happened to
Okay.
me today, I'm at
I
Walmart.
knew this is what you were about to say.
I'm in the aisle, just minding my business. And I just look over. We the only one in the aisle.
I like the build up.
And
Ooh,
I'm like, hey, how you doing?
what aisle was it? Was it the candle aisle, Lysol?
Actually, I was going through, they be having deals on Christmas stuff after Christmas. So I was just running through there real quick because I always
Mm.
try to see if I can get lights and stuff like that. Cause man, you can stock up, it's 50% off on all this stuff. And it was
Yeah,
just one of those moments where
I
it's
do
just
that too.
like all those woulda, coulda, shoulda moments that I had, just kind of going through the healing process to, people asking me like, "Would you take her back?" and stuff like that. And I just say, you know what? I wish her well in all her endeavors, but all the work I put in to be a better person, I couldn't go back and do it to myself like that, you know? And it was one of those things where, most people would have been like, if that, all that stuff, a lot of pent up aggression and stuff like that. But it was like, you know what?
Mhm.
I thank her for the good times, the bad times, because I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't have experienced any of that stuff, you know, and I wouldn't have been, able to grow without going through that experience. So, I ain't got nothing but good things to say, like, best to you. And most people probably wouldn't even do that or even piss
Well,
on them to put them out.
congratulations.
So I
Yeah.
feel like my emotional intelligence is leveling up. I feel like the podcast is helping me, and it's good to be able to have the conversation, with people because a lot of people won't have that conversation and say that, hey, this has hurt me and I've been hurt. I was having a conversation with a couple of people from church and stuff like that. It's a lot of people that have a lot of traumas, past traumas that they never even talk about and they just kind of dwell on it and you never know
Mhm.
what would trigger you and those are the things that you have to talk about and i I hope that the people that sit down and watch us, I know we goof around and we play, but we want to be able to have those conversations with you guys. We want you to interact with us so that you can find an
Yeah.
outlet and get the resources you can to tap in and find out what is bothering you on the inside because we all have those things. Everybody's experiencing this thing called life and it's not always fair to everybody. So let's go ahead and level the playing field and get
Yeah.
everybody on the same accord and start working towards making it a better place for not only you, me, and the people that's after us. I'm just saying.
And that's so true. You touch on so many different things. Just being able to say that you've grown through a situation in your journey. You know what I mean? And that really is what, you know, cleansing is a reflection and what worked for you, what didn't work, what would you try differently, what do you think is going to continue, and what are your goals, you know? That's why I've always had a vision board because I know people are like, oh, some people, a lot of people I know either don't know what a vision board is or they like them. And then there's a few people that are just like, oh, I don't do vision boards, blah, blah, blah. But I've always had a vision board since early 2000s because it helped me to stay focused. It helps me stay focused and it helps me to um just really get my mindset in the right place. Last year
Right.
my mindset wasn't where it needed to be starting off the year. And then, obviously at the very beginning of the year, my grandfather passed away. So it kind of set the tone for the rest of the year for me. It just, like a, just really, I wasn't in my normal, let's motivate each other, let's stay positive, change your mindset. I wasn't in that space. I have not been in that space for a while. And so I feel good to know that I'm getting back to that space. I still need to, like you said, like accountability for me
Mhm.
is knowing that I need to have some type of grief counseling when it comes to that specific topic. And so that's one of my goals, to stop talking about having grief counseling and actually doing it. And just kind of like looking over the past year, what worked for me, what didn't work for me, where have I come from, because even just my health situation really caused a different, um, an entirely different trajectory of we did. Uh-oh.
I got you.
I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi. Might have to
Yeah,
hardwire this little sucker.
I could tell you're a
But,
little on the choppy side
so
today.
I am
Uh-oh. Yeah, and that was a long delay for you.
really choppy.
Really choppy.
Hold up.
Yeah, really choppy.
Hold on. 'Cause I can
But I
I might have
mean,
to be a little ghetto today, and you might have
it'd
to
be
take
like
control.
it might be like that sometimes. But yeah, the biggest thing about it is this understanding that you actually need help. And a lot of times we try to maintain these emotions and maintain our mind frame, and the focus that we have is so obscured that the things that we normally would see as fine and we would go through it would be this hectic, and it just seems like everything is just going counter what you're trying to achieve.
Mhm.
So what you have in that weight on you, it just seems like the littlest things that you would be able to press through and not even worry about would be another burden to add to the plate. You know, it's hard to be that person, and I mean, I watch you all the time. I mean, you are going to be one of the staples in your family. You're one of the people that bring everybody together, just like your grandparents did. You talk to everybody and you involve everybody
Yeah,
and what's going on with the family. It's family first with you guys. So to lose somebody that
yeah,
you look for that, during the holidays and actually try to grasp at trying to put together you know, that same experience is rough, you know, because the people that you care for the most, that you experience this the most with, it's not the same, and that's hard, you
yeah.
know. So, if you ever
It
need
is,
to
it's
talk
really
about
rough.
it, you could always buzz me and we could go ahead and talk over it over a turkey leg.
I've always been one of my mottos growing up was to smile through my pain because it was just one of those things that, I think that's one of that is probably one of the flaws that I have. When people say, "What are your flaws?" That's probably one of them, is that I have always been that person that I didn't show a lot of emotion. If I was
Mhm.
hurt about something, I always kept it, even though I'm a chatterbox and I'll talk to you about anything in the world. When it comes to how I feel inside, I don't. And I
Right.
don't know why.
I mean, it's a lot of the times it's just more or
Sorry.
less it's just trying to self-preservation, you know. You're trying to make sure
Yeah.
that you don't break down because a lot of people are relying on you to come through. But when you're not at 100, it starts hurting stuff, and
Yeah.
you as a perfectionist and wanting to make sure things are at a certain level, it's rough because inside you're not hitting on all eight cylinders. You're not able to go 100%. you're hitting at 75% or you're hitting at 60. And that's the other thing that's pulling you down because you're like, why can't I do what I normally do and feel happy? Because I'm generally a happy
Yeah.
person. It's because on the inside you're hurting, you know?
Yeah,
And
it's
there's
not just the
nothing
inside, my outer body too. My physical
well,
body,
yeah,
it's taking a toll, but I try to do. My boss said that too. It's funny you say that because my boss said that Friday. She was like, she said, "I could tell that you are in a lot of pain," and I was like, "Why you say that?" She was like, "'Cause you just like you're normally so bubbly," and she was
right,
like smiling, and she's like, "I can see it in your eyes that you're just I can see it." I was like, "Oh," I try to, I try to make jokes and laugh and all that stuff because that's just how
right.
I am. But the long and short of it is that I really focus on self-awareness, and I really focus on like you said, I really focus so much on everybody else
Hmm.
around me because I somehow did fall into this like matriarch type role where I do
Hmm.
keep everybody together. And um that's because I don't know if that's just I like to do that. I don't know how, but that's just what I did. So I had to realize, especially this year, that I had to be selfish
Yeah,
in
yeah.
certain areas because I had to learn to say no. I had to learn to be like, I can't do this because I need to rest, or I had to really, and I'm still learning that process, but that's one of my things, and just learning to be more, a little bit more transparent. Women are taught that we are strong and can handle anything and everything. We're never told that we don't have to take on the world and to ask for help. I think that goes both ways, honestly, because that we've talked about that with Andre on here about how men are
Hmm.
taught not to cry, not to show their emotions. I think the way that we are,
But I would like
go
to
ahead.
say something about that though. The crazy thing about that is men are taught not to be emotional, and then women are told not to be too emotional, which is just the craziest thing. We are all emotional beings, but the
Hmm.
things that we need to express and kind of offload, we can't do that because the stigma of what people think women should be as far as emotional creatures, and then males being emotionless creatures. It's just the wildest
Emotionless.
concept. Yeah.
It is because I guess in their mind, it's, I mean, maybe back in the day it was balance. Um, I don't know because I know, and this is, oh, I might catch some flack for this. When they say a woman can't raise a man,
Hmm.
technically we can definitely contribute. I don't think that a man can raise a man by himself either. And the reason
No.
I say that, hear me out. The reason I say that is because there are certain things, like I never really realized the importance of a two-parent household. Growing up, you think your parents are against you, your parents are against you. Becoming a parent, I didn't realize the importance of it because Mike and I balance each other out. Our parenting styles are completely different, but we balance each other out. Like I give Mike a level of nurture,
Hmm.
and I do give him, discipline, but I also give him tools in a different way. So he can think in multiple ways. He can think in the same capacity that his father thinks and handle
Right.
situations in the way that his father has taught him, or he can think and handle situations in ways that I've taught him. And I think that's a really good balance for him because he will, like today, I was like, Mike, whatever with the car. First thing he did, he hears me on the phone with his dad.
Hmm.
He FaceTimes me. He didn't care that his dad was on the phone with me. He FaceTimes me and he's like, Mommy, I heard you crying because my anxiety just got. He's like, I heard you crying on the phone with daddy, and I just need to let you know I love you. I love you. Okay. Like he's in tune with himself.
Hmm.
He's in tune. He's like, Mommy, do you need a cuddle? Do you need me to lay here with you? All right, beautiful. He pets my head or whatever. Like he's in tune with himself enough to be empathetic and sensitive
Hmm.
when it's necessary. But he's also tough enough that when he get on that game and then boys start trying to bully him, he's like, "Bro, you don't want none of this, bro." You know what I'm saying? Like he can hold his
Right. Right.
own. You heard him when you came over here and brought my
Yeah.
turkey leg. First of all, let's stop right there before we go any further. Thank you, David, for finally, after 25 episodes, bringing me my turkey leg. Janika, I hope you got your turkey leg too.
My G. We are on episode 20. How you gonna turn around and
No,
say
we skipped a
episode
couple.
25?
We skipped a couple, and you know we did. We skipped a couple because I was out. Then you had Thanksgiving. We skipped a couple, so we just gonna add 25. But 25 episodes in, I finally got my turkey leg today. David brought my turkey leg to the house today, hand delivered, signed, sealed, delivered. It's yours. And David knows I don't like spicy food, but I love David's food. But I asked him to kind of make mine a little bit lighter. Immediately noticed the difference. And when I tell you that turkey leg was on point, the whole house, my husband was taking a nap. I went in there and did like this to him with the plate. David was in the living room cracking up because he woke up like, yo, for real? Got right up. Didn't he just get right up out that bed? And he came
out like, so, hey, we only got one. We only got one.
Bro, you brought one turkey leg over here? Mike got off the game. Let me get a bite, Mom. Came right back. Let me get another bite, Mom.
That's hilarious.
I said, David, this ain't gonna last. I made my macaroni and cheese. Guess what I ate? My macaroni and cheese, because by the time it was done, that turkey leg was too.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Shoot,
Yeah.
I stopped by my sister's house. I gave her the turkey leg. I basically set her up with Christmas dinner.
Why you didn't give me Christmas dinner? I said I want some greens. If you gave her some greens, I'm gonna be mad. Well, that's just your blood sister. So I'll be different. I'm just, your play sister. But I could have got a look. Come on, Janika. We have been fighting all our life. We had to fight for a turkey leg. You couldn't have sent me one little bite.
Whatever.
Damn, did me dirty. You didn't have to tell that part. You could have just been like, I dropped it off.
No, I got some. I had to put them. I had to put it in the freezer. So, yeah.
Damn. All our life we had to fight.
You know what? See, that's what's wrong with black people.
And then I had to fight my family over the one little turkey leg that you brought me. So now I feel robbed for real. Now that I think about it, and now I feel like I need to get a turkey leg, and I need some greens, which I can make my own greens, but turkey leg and smoked greens, just but next time, okay, that's greens. Cool. And my crab mac, my seafood mac.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Figure that out.
That's all right. And also an update for our competition from last week. If you guys tuned in last week, David was talking big monster shit. Oh, I wasn't supposed to cuss.
Yeah,
he was talking. Yeah. I can't effectively prove my point without using profanity. Excuse me, people. David was talking big cash money shit last week about bowling, right? So we decided to go to the lanes out in further out, kind of neutral spot for everybody.
Neutral spot.
I finally called them over the weekend. I'm not over the weekend. I called them like towards the end of last week, like Thursday or Friday. That specific lanes was closed on Christmas Eve because we decided we were going to go on Sunday, which is Christmas Eve, which is good for me because I was tired anyway. But as soon as I said, David, what we doing? Because they closed. You want to find another? Let's just reschedule. I said, I already knew it. If you scared, say you scared without telling me you scared, David. And that's exactly what you did.
Ain't nobody scared. No, we ended up.
I'm about to bring that cash money thunder.
We ended up going doing Christmas on Sunday.
David was scared.
Oh, because
so
I ended up having to go to Mama's house.
We're gonna wait till after the holidays when he ain't got no excuse. We're still gonna do it on a Saturday or something, and I'm gonna eat that ass up on that bowling thing. I don't even care how you do it. And then whatever. Turkey legs all around for everybody. Janika, you want turkey leg too? Because I'll throw you in there on my team as a sub.
You on some bull spittle.
You're gonna be making turkey legs for everybody because I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah, keep on dreaming. Keep dreaming.
Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? Is David?
Anyway, I just want to give a shout out to all the people tuning in on all the different platforms on Kick and Twitch and YouTube and on Facebook Live and on our page. Thanks for tuning in with us. Thanks for rocking out with us on these Tuesdays. Checking in with us when we don't show up just to make sure everybody's good. We appreciate all the laughs and all the excitement you guys share with us each and every time we get on here. Y'all make it worthwhile. You
most definitely do. So yeah, you gonna be yeah, you can be an understudy. You just sit there and you get a turkey leg. We're gonna be like Oprah. When I bust his ass with a 200, we're gonna be like Oprah. You get a turkey leg and you get a turkey leg. Everybody get a turkey
Yeah.
leg. That's how it's gonna
Okay.
work.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Okay.
We
Keep
got
on.
to us women's. We got to stick together.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna call the Jay Wiggle. See when he coming in town. So go ahead and get that
Speaking of
ass ate
which,
up in front of.
is he still doing the vegetarian thing or is he eating meat again?
Still veg. Verlondon is too.
It, really? I
They're
didn't know if he.
pescatarian.
Oh, so they
I
eat
think he
fish.
might be.
I can hit
Yeah,
him
that
with some.
well,
I can hit him with some salmon.
Verlondon's pescatarian.
I can hit
I
him with some of
think.
that smoked salmons.
Yeah, I think. I think they're both pescatarian, but it's been
Oh,
helping. I went back to eating beef. I think
this
it's
was for
making me
dinner.
gain weight back too because I gained 2 pounds.
It's heavy. It's heavy on you. It takes a lot more to actually pass that through
Mm,
the
I
beef.
guess a normal person's body. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to eating it only like once every 2 weeks. Anyway,
I
so
for,
let's get to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead. No, 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 no. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so do you have like what do you do like on New Year's Eve? Do you have like traditions? Do you go out? Do you have plans? I mean, now we know that you're ending 2023 in a new flourishing relationship, which is probably
Uh,
why today's was a cleansing thing. We both experienced cleansing moments today. Did you realize that? Okay, I
yeah,
just
I just
checked it.
realized that because I was just kind of like thinking to myself, what the hell is going
Cleansing your
It's
palate.
like at
Cleanse
this
that
moment, this time, it's
2024.
like as many times as I've been to Walmart, I'm like, God, why? But
Don't go to that one no more. Go to
no, it don't matter. It don't
what do
matter.
you do for traditions? Do you cook certain meals like certain things that you absolutely have to eat? I do that, but
You know what? I really don't have anything because I mean I used to DJ, so I used to get like just drunk and play music real loud. And after the club shut down, everybody was kind of calming down from shooting and stuff from New Year's.
oh
And
Lord.
I would go home and pass out. That would be my thing. And then once I got back into church, we would do the watch hour thing. And then I was like, oh, this is cool. And I was like, then I took a break from church and I was just kind of sitting at home watching stuff and not doing anything, just relaxing, enjoying the time. I wasn't with nobody. So I was just either hanging out with my bro and sitting up there, we go down to the casino
Mhm.
and have a good
Have
time,
a couple.
have a couple and chill out and then leave and go back and call it a day. But
Mhm.
I might do a batch of black eyed peas and some greens this year. Let's go ahead and
I
start
do
the year out
black eyed
right.
peas. I do greens. I do cornbread. Um, I do all the traditional abundance and prosperity foods. I don't
Hmm.
know if they work, but I just do them because I'd rather make sure I did them and see if they work than not
I
do them
mean,
and take a risk
I
that they don't.
I'm not even doing them just because that's the thing to do. It's just kind of like I'm doing them because I ain't had black eyed peas and I don't know how long. You
That's
know,
how I was
and
raised, though.
and then I really enjoy having somebody to cook for. So it's just kind of like one of them things where, hey, you like this? This tastes good. Okay, cool. I can tweak this a little bit.
Listen, I can relate to that. You know, me and you get in the kitchen, right?
Oh yeah.
And I think that's why we are so close and we have been for so many years because we get in the kitchen. We both can obviously the family situation, just being able to talk to somebody and the music. Like there's a lot of things that we can compare. When
Oh
I
yeah.
tell you I can definitely relate to that, like Mike and I were just friends. We just kicked it. That was it. We talked, we chat, we shot the shit, whatever.
Hmm.
First time I cooked for him, all of a sudden, it was a different, the vibe was different when we
Oh
met
yeah. The
up.
vibe is different. It's definitely
You know what I'm
different.
saying? And now he's like, "You said so yourself." He was like, "I see you getting that dad bod."
Yeah, yeah,
'Cause
man.
he eat good.
He happy. He a
And he
happy
tell
man.
everybody that.
Yeah, Happy
He
Man.
eats good.
I looked at him. I was like, boy, he's settling in. He was like, yeah, boy, that's that 10 year, that 10 year.
No, 15.
No, I'm just saying it's that
Oh,
tenure. Like,
tenure.
yeah,
Tenure.
it's a
Okay. I
tenure
thought you
sitting
meant
there.
10-year. I was about
No,
to
it's a
say, yeah.
tenure, boy. He's like, I'm in here for the long run, son.
And that's he jokes a lot, but he's dead ass. He'll say
Mhm.
we would never get divorced because I would be mad if somebody else was eating my food.
I can see
Like
that.
I was
I can definitely see
he said
that.
I would be pissed off if somebody else was eating my food, especially the way that I experiment. I'm always like, "Hey, taste this, taste this, taste this. What you think?"
Mhm.
Because he said today when we got done, he was like, "Hey, I really like that flavor, the change up." He was like, "I was cool with the kick in the back of the neck with the turkey leg, but I really like that smooth change up because it was just enough spice to give you the flavor, but then that offset of flavor. Whatever you did
Mhm.
differently, I'm feeling it." Make me a pork chop and a rib like that too, and a slab. Don't give me one bone because you see what happens in my house. Give me as a matter of fact,
Yeah,
I'll go get the slab. You just put it on the smoker.
I got you. I
That's all
got you.
you got to do. As a matter of fact, I don't even want no turkey leg no more. After I kick your ass on the thing, I want some wings, drummets on the smoker,
Some
and then
drummers.
also hook me up with some ribs.
Drummies are hard to do on the smoker. Well, at least
That's
on
all
my
right. I'll
smoker.
do it myself. I'll deep fry them and sauce them up some Hennessy, honey
Sauce
Hennessy,
'em up.
or some honey habanero.
Habanero. I need.
But
I haven't let you guys try my honey sriracha ones yet, have I?
I don't eat spicy food like that. You gotta give
But
me but you
but
know
the
what I
honey
do love?
sriracha
I
is not
love
that hot
buffalo.
though. The honey
Okay, let me
sriracha
try
is
them.
not that hot. They are
Let me
very.
try them.
They're they're mild. They're mild.
I'll try
Yeah.
them then because I do rock with the buffalo wings too. I don't know why, even though I don't eat spicy food, I do eat a lot of kimchi and I do eat buffalo wings.
Hmm.
But anything else, not so much. I can't do it. Even big red gum be too much for me sometimes.
Not big red
But
gum.
yeah, big
Big
red
red
gum.
gum is too spicy for you.
It do be sometimes, yeah, hit you in the back of the throat, bro. We
Mm,
can't do that.
mm-mm.
So
I
what are your
got you.
plans for so New Year's, ever since we had Mike, I always spend my New Year's in the house. Because I remember right before he was born, maybe about 2 years before he was born, I remember this girl had just had a baby
Hmm.
and they went out to I forgot which club it was. I wanna say it was Joshua's, but it might not have been Joshua's. But
Hmm.
she went out for New Year's Eve. She had just had a baby, and that was her first time out since she had the baby. She went out with her friends for New Year's Eve, and somebody else completely separate from her, they started shooting at the club on New Year's Eve,
Mm.
and, she got shot in the head, and she
Oh
passed
God.
away. And I wanna say she had, like, 4 or 5 children, the newest one being, like, only a couple of weeks old.
Hmm.
And I was like, "That's crazy." I can never and I can see, like, as a parent trying to get out but for me, I gotta bring in the new year. Like, I've always been told, how you bring in the new year is how your year will be. So, if I bring in the new year away from my family, I feel
Hmm.
like I don't wanna risk that my year would be disconnected from my family. So,
Right. Right.
we always stay at home or we go to play cards with my brother or something, and here go Mike. "Mom," I said, "What?" He said, "You gonna stay up this time? Cause the last 2 or 3 years, you fall asleep before the new year. Me and daddy gotta come wake you up." I said, "Imma try, but
Mm-mm-mm.
whatever." I know.
She's
Tomorrow, he's
like,
gonna be 9. Can you believe my baby's gonna be 9 in the morning?
nah, I can't believe that little dude is getting big. I was looking
He's
at him when
gonna
I came
be
over there. I was like, golly, that dude is solid.
no shit.
It's like that dude is
No shit.
solid. He's like this little man. That's what
Oh,
he
let me
looked
show
like.
you the thing.
He's
Hold
like
on,
this
hold on.
little man. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's a grown little dude. Hold on a second.
Oh my goodness. So I don't know if you guys tune in to Tish's son on Instagram, Chronicles of Mike. This little dude has so much personality. If you ever get the chance to look at some of the stuff, you're gonna
Hold
have to
on.
take off
I'm
the
about to. Hold on. I gotta do my settings to take off the background.
yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
So
Do
you
do
guys
do
can
do
see.
do do. So you do got that crazy one.
Funny thing is, like, hold up, let me switch this over.
You put that crap.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen it.
The funny thing is, like, 4 people tagged us in that, or somebody shared it, and
Uh-huh.
I literally just got this, like, maybe a week or so ago,
Mhm.
and I told Mike, I was like, when you tagged it, I was like, I'm thinking, he got I said, "Mike, is that the same?" Mike said, "Yeah, that's the good." I said, "With the tripod and everything?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh my god, what did I get myself into?"
Yeah, that mud outfitted out. I was like, "Yep."
And it's I knew it was gonna be something with all those, like, that barrel thing, though. Did you see those barrels?
Yeah, the
But
Gatling
I didn't
guns.
realize it had a tripod. That
Yeah,
thing was like
that,
$50, but I got it on sale, but still,
that thing was
that
monstrous.
thing was no joke.
I was looking at that mess on Facebook. I was like, "Oh heck no!"
Y'all
I
know we
am,
don't play when it come to my baby.
but I'm just like, I'm used to the old Nerf guns. You had one single shot, you pull the thing back to click it, and then you put the dart in there, like pow.
He
No,
got
this
those
sucker,
too?
sucker like,
Yeah. He gonna be dumping on him too. He's
yeah.
about to be dumping on him. He got so many, like, I looked and I said, "Mike, all he got was, like, a bunch of different." He got, like, probably 10 Nerf guns for Christmas. This one is for his birthday. So he got 10 Nerf guns for Christmas. He got, like, 5 sets of Legos, a big ass BMX bike.
I seen the bike. The
Um,
bike looked cool.
he wanted double pegs. Do you know how hard it was to find double pegs? And he wanted blue. So the bike's all blue. And he said
Mm.
he wanted that and a mountain bike too, but he didn't get all that. But,
Oh
then he
yeah.
got, his headphones, and he got his gaming chair, and he got some other stuff, but,
Hold on, real
he's
quick.
turning into a gamer like y'all. David takes his headphones off. I'm about to talk smack, you guys, because David was so mad. Oh, he can hear me because he smiled. Oh, no, he can't hear me. He's gone. All by myself. Let me see. You guys, first of all, while David's gone doing whatever David's doing, I'm gonna tell y'all my New Year's resolution is to get my pain under control. Continue building my Tish Kanani brand. If you guys don't follow me already, follow me on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. And am I on TikTok? I think I'm on TikTok too. Tish Kanani at Tish Kanani. Follow me on all those platforms. I think I have a Twitter too. Y'all, I'm stuck on Facebook, but I'm making it happen. But I have like a complete plan for the new year, a new strategy that I've been working on. Just a lot of different things I'm working on as far as cooking. I still was cooking throughout the year, but I didn't post any of the content. So now I'm gonna go back and try to recreate some of the experiments that I did throughout the year and start posting them more. I know I did some flatbread pizza. What else did I do the other day? My shrimp taco chalupas that I was supposed to post and I hadn't gotten around to it yet, so I'm gonna post those. So start following me on my different platforms. I have a new series that I'm about to start working on. It's about to come out that I'm excited about when it comes to cooking, and I think it's gonna be helpful because obviously everybody knows that I'm not obviously a professionally trained chef, but I do cook and I've been doing it my whole life. So everything comes with trial and error, and I think one of the best things that happens when it comes to just the authenticity of the way that I do things is that people understand, like, everything doesn't gotta be perfect. You're gonna get some recipes and you're gonna think you followed it to the T and it just doesn't come out the way that the person did it. If you follow me for a long time, I think at the most I had 52,000 followers. Now I think I'm at 49,000 and some change. Um, Probably Facebook cleaning out bots or whatnot. But if you follow me on Facebook, then you'll know that I had before, I took this kind of year to just chill out. I always posted bloopers. If I did a video and it didn't turn out how I anticipated it to turn out when it came to the food, I still posted it. And the reason why I still posted it is because I am a perfectionist when it comes to things, but I'm also human. There are trial and error. One of the things that I realized how to cook so well was because of trial and error. I experiment with everything. I'm like, "Oh, I wonder what this will taste like." And sometimes it don't come out right, and sometimes it does. And so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being transparent enough as an individual or whatever just to be like, "Yo, this is just how I move." and David probably can relate to that too.
What's that?
I was just talking about like my transparency. I have some things up my sleeve when it comes to these new series that I'm about to start putting out under my Tish Kanani brand. But I was just telling
Yay!
people of it. Yeah, I know, I'm excited. Um, I was just telling people that, I used to post if I messed up, I posted blooper videos and people appreciated them because they were like,
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that there's been times that I tried out a recipe and I thought I did it exactly how it said, but I messed up somewhere because it didn't turn out like the picture or whatever the hell I was trying to do. Or there's times that I'd be like, let me see how this works. And I'm like, that didn't work.
Yeah. But I mean,
So I
it's
like to do the trial and error because it shows how authentic my
yeah.
cooking
I
style
mean,
is and just period in general. Like
a lot of
everything
those
ain't gonna be
videos that
perfect.
people do though, they just kind of make it seem like, oh yeah, they do it perfect every time. They don't never mess up. You know,
It's
it's
so
so
easy.
easy. You could do it too. And
Right,
then you
right,
look back and you're like, bro,
right.
dadgum
And it's
well,
yeah,
you messed up on that. You burnt that.
you
This is
missed a
this is
step.
the eighth time you've done
Yeah.
this. You know, or better yet, you be looking at it. Some of them that don't edit good, be like, that's a different color bowl. That's a different bowl. That's a different setting. It was
And be like,
hold
so
on.
you redid it,
It was
the next day.
it was morning time. You can tell now it's noon because the shadow in the window is different. You know, I'll be looking at stuff like that. That's just me.
Right. And there's times that and, like, I make a lot of things where I don't measure. That's another thing that I'm trying to get better at, is I don't measure, so, like, for
You be
instance, the
letting the
cinnamon rolls that I
ancestors
made
talk to
over
you.
Christmas, I got up at 5 o'clock. I do.
Mhm.
I'm starting to get better, but the cinnamon rolls, for instance, I was I was tired. I was tired, I was hurting. I was rushing through the rise part, and if anybody knows you cannot rush a rise, but I tried to. And guess what?
Yeah.
They were so dense in the middle. I was so pissed off. So I had to tell my sister-in-law I gotta run those back because she was like, "Yeah, you gonna have to run them back." Although she still ate them, but she liked them, and my husband said they were still good. But to me, they were just too dense in the middle because I knew that it had to do with how I let it rise, or the
Mm.
lack thereof. But
The
that
lack of
happens,
the
just like
rising.
crab cakes. If you make crab cakes too much moisture, they not gonna do what you need them to do. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the
I need
bloopers I posted.
my cakes to be right now. Speaking of cakes,
Crab cakes. I didn't say nothing about carrot. I said
speaking
crab
of
cakes.
cakes, speaking of cakes,
You
the
know what?
one
Hold
cake
up. Hold up.
that I had. Oh, really? She just gonna jump off like that? Just gonna just hop out of here.
I'm back. I'm back.
Tish has left the
Welcome back.
conversation. That is so wrong. Why would you do me like that? Because I took out the time to make sure that you guys were all handled and taken care of with turkey legs. The least you could do is give me a
Sorry.
cinnamon roll or something, man. You know,
I
I ain't
got
even
you.
had
I'll
one of
make you a
them.
pan. I got
I
you.
ain't even had one of
I got
them.
you.
Shoot.
Mike was mad because I didn't make the strawberry glaze that I made with it. He was upset
Mhm.
about that. He wanted that strawberry glaze.
Yeah.
But I shake and move and shake. I do what I do.
I hear you. I hear you.
I try at least. I hope that this
Mhm.
new year is a really not that I hope. Like I said, change your mindset, change your mindset, change your life. I really truly believe that. Because when you stop to actually pay attention and you are in tune with yourself,
Mhm.
it helps you to focus on what is in front of you and your goals, and it doesn't allow you to get distracted by things like worry. I tell people all the time, I used to be like a worry bug. Things had to be meticulous. And it was a control thing probably, but that was just how I was. And now, like, ever since I started meditating, which was, years ago, and I started reading up on changing your mindset and just not reading up on meditation and manifestation, because people kind of get the two confused sometimes and
Mhm.
whatever. But that's when I started realizing that when you change your mindset, you change your mind and you change the trajectory of your life, because now you are focused on the positivity of
Mhm.
things. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
You're focused on what is going to help you grow, and you're not focused on the things that will keep you stagnant or distracted. Now
Mhm.
you're focusing on your end goal, and that's a good thing.
It
And
is.
so, like today, I mean, I could have looked at today, and you too with your situation of who you ran into at Walmart, but I could have looked at today like, "Oh my god, I've had this car. I bought this car with 3 miles on it. I have
Mhm.
anything that went wrong with it got covered by my warranties. This car's been good to me. We've driven it back and forth to Phoenix how many times? This car's been my favorite little baby. But this car is also it's a Kia Forte. So, it's a little car, and that was a big buck or a big deer, whatever it was. It could have took me out.
Mhm.
One wrong move and this could have been a whole different conversation that y'all would have been having on this podcast without me. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? My husband, it could have been a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
And the fact that once I realized I was okay, it could have been a lot of stuff where I'm like, "Oh my god, my car, da, 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 da." No, everything fell right into line because I didn't let that distract me. I was like, "All right, yes, my anxiety was because I've never hit a deer before, so my anxiety was crazy, but
Yeah,
I
it's
still
not it's
took
not
care of what
that
I need to take
fun
care of."
to hit a deer.
No, but I found a positive in it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
found something positive in the situation. My car is gonna get repaired. I got a rental car. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I was able to yes, my anxiety was high. I was a little bit emotional about it earlier, but I'm just like, you know what? Just let this cleanse. Let this thing be a
Mhm.
cleansing session for me. Same thing with you. You said you ain't seen your ex in
In
since
years.
2016. That's
Yeah.
7 years ago. Now look at your growth. Not only have you grown to the point where you and Andre have made a connection and you were able to, you know, be a beacon of hope for other men through his program, but
Mhm.
after you have started this program and this journey of growth and just forgiveness, because when people say forgiveness is for you, that closure is for you, they mean that. And the reason why is
Mm.
because you hold on and harbor it and it distracts you. So now you've gotten your growth, and guess what? You are in a different mental state, and finally, your growth prepared you to come face
Mhm.
to face with something that's bothered you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
guess what you did? You was like, "Oh yeah, aisle 2 got the cinnamon. All right, happy new year," and walked the hell off.
Yeah. Keep it pushing. Have a good one.
Walked off like a boss. Well, that's how I strut off like a boss, but same thing.
Yeah. But, it's been fun. It's been a wild ride with We Time podcast with all the different characters that we had on here. Hopefully, in
Yes, in 2024 to be
2024,
better.
we'll go ahead and make it more dynamic, bringing more guests on, and also bringing you guys more resources for different programs. Or we would like to go ahead and start getting people involved in some of these programs too, which would be awesome
Yeah.
because there's a lot of
Some
great things
volunteers
going.
work too.
Yeah, and also do some stuff ourselves. Get out there and put our hands to the shovels and till the ground a little bit. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
But
definitely like hitting the streets with my other, organizations that I'm involved with, and so there should be nothing different than the ones that we spearhead too.
no,
I'm
no,
always
not at
asking,
all.
like, "What can I do to help?" But, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know your ass always in the streets too trying to do things that you need to do, so,
Matter of
yeah,
fact,
2024 is gonna bring a lot of stuff for us.
you know what? How about this? It's cold right now, and
The weather outside is frightful.
I think what we should do is there's a lot of homeless out there, people that are homeless.
Mm,
I have a friend that's really taking up a spearhead of feeding the homeless every Sunday, and he's trying to get a lot of items. So like coats and hats, and then
oh,
also
okay.
blankets and stuff like that. So, maybe we should just go ahead and put a post out, just to try to generate some items that could be beneficial because I mean it's starting to get cold outside, like colder. It's snowing now. And there's so many places where their space is limited, so
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
actually just out in the elements. So I mean, finding blankets and tents and stuff like that would probably be the best thing to help them out in this time of need.
How about you get the information from your friend, we post it so people can just donate directly to them and we don't have to be the middleman as far as that, collecting and things, we can just say, if you have some of these items and you'd like to help some people that may need it, drop it off to this location with this person or this individual or whomever with this organization. And let them know that we time sent you, so that if they need some other stuff, so we know that, what we're doing is actually helping make a difference, not because we
Right.
need credit for it, because we don't need
Exactly.
credit for good deeds,
Nah,
but
we
we
don't
do.
need to.
I do want to make sure that when we say, hey, can you guys do this, that we know that our people is down for the cause and down for us.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like to like this I told you, with the karaoke team, we started our street team and we did some caroling for a
Carolyn.
lot of the long-term care and memory clinics. And when I tell you that this was a great experience for some of the hospitals as well. And we had planned on also doing it in the public locations, but we got so booked with hospitals and clinics and things like that.
Mhm.
We only got to do it outside to the public on Black Friday. That was the only day we were able to do it, because everything
Oh.
else we were like booked solid. And it was to the point to where these people have called us back for year-round events.
Mhm.
I told you I'm about to start working with an acoustic guitarist and doing some other things. And I mean, it's opening a lot of doors, and I love being able to have an impact with the things that we're capable of using,
Right.
the talents that we have. So I definitely, we should not short it here either.
Mhm.
If so, get the resources that we need to donate to, so we can start plugging them on our personal profiles and also on the We Time podcast page, and let people know, hey, if you got some stuff, go to this place and this place and this place and donate it. Let her know that We Time sent you, or David, or whatever it's his, and so we know that our help is working. And of course, we need to know where to take it to too.
If we're being effective out here.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. All right.
Well, David, I hope, well, I'll see you in 2024. I'm sure I'll talk to you before then, but I really
Oh,
hope that you have a
I
really
hope.
blessed year. You go into it just really inspired and in a different mindset, and we come back so refreshed and just hit the ground running. Let's go.
Yeah.
Take it to a whole new level.
I say we just go ahead and do a vision board,
I
and
love vision. I always do my vision board at the beginning of the year.
yeah, I need help. I never did one. Well, I did a
We
digital
can
one last year. Yeah. It didn't
I
really work
so
out.
I let me tell you, and I know that you probably can't see this. So what I do is I actually have my vision board, which you can't see it, but it sits right here because this is my office that we're in. So this is the third
Mhm.
bedroom downstairs. So this is my office. So I have my vision board right here. But when I wasn't working, when I stopped working from home, I wasn't having the same, like, I wasn't down here all the time. I saw it every day when I was working from home because I was down here. But once I wasn't, so I started making it on your notes on your phone.
Mhm.
I make different notes, and one of which is my vision board. So I always keep it on there so that I can have it right there. And the thing I love about the notes on your iPhone is that
Mhm.
you can put your text in there, but you can also take, like for
Pictures and
instance,
stuff.
you can take screenshots, because I live by Proverbs 18:16,
Mhm.
and I love Ephesians 6:11. I learned that scripture. I saw it on the billboard when I was 8 years old, and I never forgot it from that point on. And I feel like there was a reason why I never forgot Ephesians 6:11, "Put on the whole armor of God that you may stand against the wiles of the devil." I knew that there was a reason why that was just etched in my brain,
Mhm.
and it's helped me throughout my life. And then, I told you about 5 years ago, a mentor, a public speaker that I was really cool with, he was, told me, "You need to go meditate on Proverbs 18:16, and, you need to really keep that in the forefront." So, certain things like that, daily affirmations, whatever I want to do, or just my vision, like, I keep separate notes, but I keep them
Mhm.
all on my phone.
I got you.
So, just reminders. Like today, there was a piece of one of the articles I read about hitting the deer and what the spiritual connection was with hitting a deer. There was a part of it that I was like, I want to keep this part. So I took a screenshot of it and I put it into one of my memory. Like, you should see my phone with the notes. So I have a
Mm.
little one that I put it in there just to remind me of my mental thoughts at the time that it happened. So, when you talk about a vision board, we can go into 2024. We can definitely do that together. So I'll tell you some of the things you need to get,
Okay.
and then we can do it on the show so that people can see like how we build them up. And what we're putting on our vision boards and things like that. We'll do a physical, tangible vision board, ones you can touch, like this one. And then from there, we can also do it on the phone. We'll do it probably one of the weeks in 2024. Good with that?
So, I'm good with that.
Okay. You have
Yeah,
a
a
printer at
week.
home?
Yeah, I got a printer now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay, cool.
You guys have a safe and happy new year. Go into it knowing that you are, I know that, obviously it's just going into another day, but look at it as changing your mindset, change the trajectory of how you think about things. Find a positive. Instead of looking at the cup half empty, look at the cup half full. Try to really meditate and find something that's going to help you cleanse yourself, even if you have to cleanse daily. Yawning is not cleansing, David.
It is
I mean, I guess
cleansing to
it
my
could be. It's
spirit.
cleansing in your
I was
eyes
like,
too. Drains your eyes too.
my
You guys, we
lungs are
love you so
cleansed.
much. Thank you for taking us into closing out 2023 with us. We're going into 2024. We'll see you on the other side of 2024. Tap in with us when we build our vision boards, and we're gonna have we're gonna try to. We're not gonna try. Change your
We're gonna
mindset.
do.
Change your mind.
We're
We
gonna
are
do.
going to do it. We got some new series coming up. We're gonna go into 2024 in a positive way, cleansing, vision boards. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, let's do a savings challenge too. And let's start that on the
Alright.
1st.
Okay.
And David's gonna get his butt whooped on the bowling thing. We got a lot coming up in
Nah.
2024. I'm excited.
Excited.
Yeah, let's do a savings challenge. Let's start on January the 1st.
Okay.
We'll post it
let's
on the
go.
thing once we get it all sorted out. Good?
Good.
You guys, thanks for tapping in with David and I. We really most certainly appreciate it. Tune in next Tuesday,
Yes.
which is going to be January the 2nd, 2024, for the very first episode of the new year with your boy, David. Sorry. I was supposed to introduce myself. See,
Yeah,
I'm
you were.
already, this is why we're cleansing. This is why we're
Yeah,
cleansing. We're going
that's
into
why
the
we're
new
cleansing.
year. Oh, yes. And thank you, Raiders. I had to memorialize this moment because who knows what y'all gonna do next time this happens. Y'all gonna talk smack. So I had to get this off and put it on, proof. I had to have proof. So thank you, Raiders, for humbling the Chiefs fans. At least if it was just one time, that's all that mattered for me. I appreciate it. This is your girl, Tish Kanani, hanging out with my boy,
DJ Spin. I
like how you say that. We'll see you guys on the other side of 2024. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Maybe I can hit this button right.